Yo, what is good, YouTube? What's up, PlayStation Nation? Jay Barry here, and I'm back with another video here to give you guys greatness once again, which is the PlayStation Nation. That's all of you, which is the PlayStation 4. Happy 10th anniversary to the PlayStation 4, and also happy 3rd anniversary to the PlayStation 5, man. The only next-gen console available. I know you guys haven't heard that intro in a while, man. But what is good, guys, man? We're about to do our voting for the nominees of the Game Awards. So the Game Awards take place on December 7th, hosted by Jeff Keighley. And the other day, he came out and he announced all the nominees for all the categories that's going to be taking place during December 7th for the Game Awards. And, you know, like tradition, we are here to do our voting, you know what I mean, when it comes to this award show. It's been a while since Jeff Keighley been doing the show as well. So big shout out to him and all the hard work that he has been putting into doing the show. And yeah, it's going to be a fun one. This is going to be a fun one. But before we get to all our voting and all that stuff, I want to make a quick announcement here where there's going to be some changes happening, man, when it comes to your boy's channel. You know, earlier today I announced that I will be returning back into delivering like content as far as when it comes to podcasting back on this channel. Back in July, I took a break from just doing my own podcasting, except for What's Up PlayStation Podcast. That's a different entity. And just guesting on other people's shows, or, you know, being a part of other people's shows. I just took a break from all that stuff. And I did do a live stream explaining why I did that. But, you know, just to, you know, to get the gist of everything, is that's pretty much, I just wanted to bring back gaming within the gaming community. You know what I mean? There's so much talking, which is nothing wrong with all the talking that happens about the games that we are playing. But I feel like it's very important as well to showcase that stuff when it comes to the actual gaming community. So, you know, I wanted to be something or do something that I'm for. And that's pretty much that what I was doing from July and whatnot, you know, which I've been pretty much doing since I started this channel, is showcasing gameplay. You know, if I have a topic, I'm going to showcase the game, you know, highlighting any issues or any praises that I'm going to be doing. I've always been like that since I started this channel, and that is never going to change. But I do miss doing the podcast and talking about my opinions, you know, and doing speak from the hearts and stuff like that. You know, for the channel and the people that support it here. But I did have a goal. I was going to say, if I can get 200 subscribers without doing a podcast, I would return doing a podcast. And around the time when I made that announcement, I was like around 35, you know, 100 subscribers. Now I'm at 38. You know, we're close to 4K, which, you know, it was above my goal of those 200 subscribers by just posting gameplay. That's all pretty much I was just doing. It's all about gameplay and showcasing, you know, the typical videos is all I was pretty much doing here for the last like couple of months. As you can see, there haven't been a podcast here for a while, and people came through and they you know, still supported. You know, obviously the views and all that stuff went down and all that stuff, but hey, at the end of the day, if you want to set a goal, you want to do something, you know what I mean, you just got to be about it. But like I said earlier on Twitter, like I said earlier in here, I will be returning doing a podcast. I'm bringing back the Jay Barry Show. If you guys don't know, the Jay Barry Show started a lot of things here on my channel. Heck, even in this community, where a lot of phrases, a lot of, you know, characters, you know, plays, skits, and all that stuff came from this show right here, the Jay Barry Show. Just my 2 cents. You know, a lot of things that I do came from this show right here, and I'm bringing it back in 2024. So early 2024, I will be having this podcast come back where we're going to be talking about gaming news, you know, opinions, you know, community stuff. I'm going to, if there's an interview that's, you know, I want to do, or is one that's going to be available, somebody want to do it, going to have interviews, going to have a Speak from the Heart segment, because Speak from the Heart came from the Jay Barry Show, where I just made it its own different thing. And obviously, you know, we're going to entertain you guys, man. So I just want to say to all the new people that's here, hopefully you guys enjoy your stay here. at the channel, and all for the, you know, recurring and the OGs and the vets that's here in the channel. We back, baby. It's time to entertain, man. It's time to liven this thing up. You know what I mean? The best way I can. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm very, very excited. Working on a few things. There's gonna be some new artwork, you know, working on some design concepts, you know, the chemistry of the flow of the podcast and whatnot. And yeah, it's gonna be a weekly thing as well. So I'm still haven't booked the date. You know, traditionally, you know, the council podcast that started this channel, it used to be on Thursdays. You know, Thursdays is always like my cleaning days, my free days and whatnot, where I would, you know, just able to do things. So I always took the time to do the council podcast there on Thursday. So I'm still deciding if it should be on Thursday or it should be like on Wednesday. You know, we'll see. Most likely, I think I'm leaning towards Wednesday because I do still like to just, you know, clean up and do my thing on Thursday. But yeah, it's going to be a weekly show. If there's no show the week, I announce it and let people know. But I'm going for a weekly show, rebranding the Jay Barry Show. And like I said, new artwork, you know, new you know, scenes and whatnot is going to be taking place here on the show. But with that being said, I also I got a new present today, man. I got a new present today, man. I got PlayStation remote player. And let's unbox this. I'm going to be doing a separate video when it comes to this thing. But I just want to unbox it. I haven't. And yeah, you already know when it comes to me, I'm going to entertain you guys, but I'm also going to give you the facts as far as how I feel and, you know, the enjoyment in gaming back again. But yeah, let's get into it and let's start voting and look at these nominations, man. So yeah, let's get into it. Hopefully you guys enjoy that little unboxing that I did, you know, but we'll see. We'll see. Y'all let me know in the comments. So they're going right here for the game of the year. We're not going to start with the game of the year first. Be all categories. We're going to start best esport event. I don't care about the other ones. I'll be honest with you. I don't care about the other ones. I'm just gonna vote Evo. And yeah, that's how we rolling. You know what I mean? That's how we rolling. Evo. Okay. All right. So the next one we have here is best esports coach. Let me see if I know anybody here. Christine, no, I don't know you. I don't know you. I don't see no fighting game person, so I'm moving on. Best esports team. Evil Geniuses, Gaming Gladiators. Normally I'll put Evil Geniuses, but they let go a lot of the people in the fighting game community. So we good. Best esport athlete. We got Faker. My man name is Faker. My man name is Zewu, Demon One, Hydra, Ruler, Imperial. I'm a vote for the Call of Duty dude. You know what I mean? I don't know who this dude is, but this is who I'm gonna vote for. The Call of Duty dude. You know what I mean? Cause you play Call of Duty. All right, best esports game. I don't know why Street Fighter 6 or any fighting game is not here. You know what I mean? Counter-Strike, Dota, League of Legends, PUBG, Valorant. I'm gonna do League of Legends because I'm excited for Project L. Dig. Oh no, I didn't want to exit the voting. Which one we did? Oh yeah, Content Creator of the Year. Iron Mouse, People Make Games, Quackity, Free, Sparix. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know who any of these people are. I'm gonna just go with people that make games. You know what I mean? but I don't know who these people are. All right, so previous. All right, most anticipated game. Recognizing an announced game that has demonstrably illustrated potential to push gaming medium forward. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Hades, 2, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Star Wars Outlaw, Tekken 8. You already know the vibes, man. This is going to be the game of the generation. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. You already know the vibes. I don't even know if anybody was questioning me here. I don't know why. There shouldn't be any question here. I'm not saying Hades is a great game. I like Hades. I think Star Wars Outlaws look amazing. Tekken 8 look great. I do like Yakuza series, but I'm so burnt out on the Yakuza series. You know what I mean? I've been playing Yakuza since PS2. You know what I mean? And I played Kiwami. I played Zero. I didn't play Kiwami 2. And it's just like Yakuza, once you play the game, it's the same game, same game. You might have some new fighting mechanics here, might add a new things here. But I know the Like a Dragon series was a little different because turn-based, but it's I just got burnt out on Yakuza. So I haven't played them, when it comes to, the race name guy and Like a Dragon, all the other off-brand series. But I played Yakuza games a lot back in the day. But yeah, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Final Fantasy VII is my favorite game of all time. I am super, super excited for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And yeah, I just can't wait for that. You know what I mean? So that is my most anticipated game for next year. This is my most anticipated game for the generation. We 3 years into the generation. This is my most excited game for the generation. No cap. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, this is my game right here. Best adaptation. So we have Castlevania Nocturne, which was pretty dope. Gran Turismo. I still haven't seen Gran Turismo yet. The Last of Us, Super Mario Bros. The movie, Twisted Metal came out. Yo, really and truly, I think all of these were great. Gran Turismo, it looked good. I just haven't watched it yet. But I did. This is a tough one because Castlevania, if you're into the Castlevania lore and characters, they did a great job with this, with Nocturne. The Last of Us, they did a great job with Last of Us. The casting, I was a little bit hesitant on the casting, but they sold me, as the show progressed. There was only one real episode that I felt like this wasn't a portrayal of the character that I know from the video game. But overall, I think they did a wonderful job here with The Last of Us. Super Mario Bros. Movie, I think they did a wonderful job here as well. This was a great adaptation for a Mario movie. You know what I mean? It's the best Mario movie because all the pool of Mario movies ain't good. But I feel like doing the Last of Us TV show was a much harder job than doing a Super Mario Bros. And being good. You know what I mean? Because the live action movie, as much as that's a cult classic, wasn't the greatest movie of all time. Twisted Metal definitely surprised me. I thought this was great. You know what I mean? Watch this joint. I binge watched it, and I thought it was great. You know what I mean? So, really and truly, I'm leaning towards these three. I was, to be honest with you, coming into here, I was going to vote for a Super Mario Bros. Movie, but I'm kind of leaning towards either Last of Us or Twisted Metal. I really enjoyed those two. But I feel like I have to lean towards The Last of Us because all the pressure of having a proper TV show adaptation was on their back. You know what I mean? If this fumbled, ooh, everybody would have smelled it. But they did a great job with it. So I'm gonna vote for The Last of Us TV show. Even though I think I gave The Last of Us TV show like a 7 or 8. But in hindsight, looking at it, they did a great job. You know what I mean? So I'm very happy with what they did here. I'm looking forward to the next season. Best multiplayer. So we have Baldur's Gate 3, Diablo 4, Party Animals, Street Fighter 6, Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Super Mario Bros. Wonder multiplayer is actually pretty dope. You know what I mean? I haven't tested out anything online. I don't think it's online. I think it's only local, but it's pretty cool. I played some couple of stages here and there. That's to show my nieces and nephews, and they enjoy it. But for me personally, I'm going to go with Street Fighter on this one. Diablo was good multiplayer as well. I started Baldur's Gate. I'm only like, I want to say like 40 minutes into the game. I stopped it because I was just like, you know what? I gotta complete these other games. Let me complete these other games. But now we got that PlayStation Portal. I definitely gonna be booting up and starting my Baldur's Gate run when I'm in bed or whatnot. You know what I mean? That's to test out the product. But yeah, Street Fighter 6 is going to be my vote for best multiplayer game. You know what I mean? We hosted a tournament, had a lot of fun matches playing against, the Plus and Black Boys, Persona, people in the community. They did a wonderful job setting the standard as far as how online should be on look for the fighting games. So big shout out to Street Fighter 6 on that one. Best sports and racing game. So we got FC 24, F1 23, Forza Motorsport, Hot Wheels, The Crew. I'm giving it the Forza on this one. I give it to Forza on this one. Because I personally don't give a damn about the rest of them. So I give it the Forza on that one. Best sim strategy. So we got Advance Wars 1 and 2, City Skylines 2, Company of Heroes, Fire Emblem Engage. Oh yeah, Fire Emblem came out this year. Yo, no cap. I was thinking this game came out like last year. Pikmin. I was a big fan of Advance Wars back in the day on the handheld. I haven't played the one on the Switch yet, but I'm gonna go for Advance Wars because I did play this game. Game Boy Advance is like one of my favorite handhelds all time. So, well, it is my favorite handheld all time. So yeah, and that was a big game on there. Best family game, Disney Illusion Land. I didn't even know this game had. Party Animals, Pikmin 4, Supersonic, I said Supersonic, Sonic Superstars, Super Mario Bros. Wonders. I'm gonna go for Super Mario Bros. Here. I've played this game actually with my family, so you know what I mean. I would definitely go for Super Mario Bros. Wonders right here. Best fighting game. So we have here God of Rock. Pack that shit up, please. What are we doing? No disrespect to God of Rock. No disrespect at all to you all. But I don't know what the hell is going on here. Mortal Kombat 1, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, Pocket Bravery, which is a dope game. Street Fighter 6. The best fighting game to come out this year is Street Fighter 6. Hands down. Like I said, Street Fighter 6 set the standard. Even a game that I enjoy more than Street Fighter 6, Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising. When it came to the open lobby and whatnot, Street Fighter has set the standard as far as like the functionality of lobbies. Them having unlimited rematches, them having spectate mode within the open lobby. Stuff like that is just like the standard, man. You know what I mean? You got the store, you got all these things, these knickknacks. You can play the old games. It's just the standard as far as like, yo, this is a arcade open game type experience here with Street Fighter. They got a great lobby system as well when it comes to the private lobbies. Just overall, when it just comes to a fighting game story, online training mode, tutorials, they definitely nail it. Not saying that the other fighting games don't have those things or didn't nail those things, but I think Street Fighter 6 set the standard as far as me looking forward to other fighting games. You have to meet the standard here or go above. And some games, to be honest with you, is not even meeting the standard here with Street Fighter 6. So, and also the fighting game mechanics as well. Very, very fun game. Still a lot to learn within the game. Obviously, you have your flow charts and stuff like that, but there's still a lot you can learn within Street Fighter 6. And yeah, I do enjoy the game a lot. I'm honestly waiting to upgrade my internet so I can really start live streaming again and hosting the tournaments for these fighting games again, man. But I've been holding back. I got to get on that for real. So yeah, Street Fighter 6 is my vote. Next category, best RPG. So this is the best RPG for game based with rich player character customization, progression, including massively multiplayer experiences. Oh, so they put multiplayer experiences there. Okay. So we got Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 16, Lives of P, Sea of Stars, Starfield. I think this is going to be one of the hardest categories to vote for because every game here is highly acclaimed within the community and the critics. You know what I mean? Baldur's Gate 3, a lot of people praise that game for the RPG mechanics and the story, narrative options that you have. Final Fantasy, I would look 16. I would look at this more as like an action game. It does have RPG stuff, but it's very light. You know what I mean? It's not as deep as prior, or could be as it's not as deep as prior Final Fantasy games has been. But I do think they oversimplified a lot of things when it came to Final Fantasy 16, but there is still depth there when it comes to creating your character with all the icon skills and abilities and with the gear, the accessories and all the stuff that you can have. Obviously, I would love more than that, I mean, when it comes to like status effects and things like that, but the RPG stuff is there, but is it more than every the game here? No. Lies of P, highly underrated game. One of my favorite games this year is in my top 5. And yes, RPG mechanics in this game, amazing. So many weapons, so many different customizations as far as how you want to build your character out. A dex build, a strength build, motility, all that stuff is there when it comes to Lies of P. Amazing game. Sea of Stars, love the hell out of this game, man. One of my favorite games as well this year. And I think this game people should definitely play. All these games I think people should definitely play. And Sea of Stars, man, the story, very, very captivating. Characters, very, very captivating. No different with like Final Fantasy. You know what I mean? When it comes to story elements, I think these two for me, because these are the 3 that I played. I'm only in the beginning of Baldur's Gate and I didn't play Starfield. When it comes to the story elements, all amazing games right here. I think Final Fantasy for me is the best story personally. This year, that's due to like, yeah, they ain't no happy ending. You know what I'm saying? This story gritty, and the performance is amazing. You know what I mean? Character development, amazing. Lies of P, amazing story. They tell you this is a Souls-like game where they tell you the story in front of you, but you can also figure out other story, nuggets and tidbits here and there within the world. And yeah, I love these 2 characters right here in Sea of Stars. Amazing game. All 3 games right here, I have platinum. So this is going to be a hard one for me. But for personally, when it comes to RPGs, I would have to vote for Lies of P as the best RPG in this category here for me personally. If like Octopath Traveler was there, I would have voted for Octopath Traveler. But it's not in the category, which I think is kind of disappointing. But RPGs, customizations, all that stuff, I think Lies of P nailed that here on top of great gameplay and all that. All these games got great gameplay. Don't get it twisted, but once again, that's my thoughts, my feelings. Let's move on. Best action adventure. This is a tough one too, man. So we got Alan Wake 2, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, Jedi, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. Tough one. Out of this list here, I love the hell out of Resident Evil 4. I thought this game was amazing. Obviously, Spider-Man, I think Spider-Man is my favorite game this year. And that's due to the gameplay, that's due to the adventure that I'm set out to be, Spider-Man or Miles. And that story is very captivating. The traversal, the combat is the best in this year, hands down. Puzzle solving, that stuff wasn't hard. It was pretty easy. I mean, when it came to the puzzle solving, as far as what I've played so far, I'll put it on in same ballpark as like Resident Evil. They're not like super difficult puzzles. You know what I mean, but it's very rewarding when you solve them. We don't skip no puzzles here, like a lot of people would do. I didn't play Alan Wake 2. Jedi Survivor has some cool puzzles too. The traversal was pretty good in this game. The combat was pretty good, but it was just bugged down. by bugs and performance issues. To be honest with you, Legend of Zelda, amazing game. I think the combat 100% way better than Breath of the Wild. Traversal way better than Breath of the Wild. Problem solving it's much easier than Breath of the Wild because you just got more tools, in my opinion. But I didn't feel no difficulty, in any of the puzzles here. You know what I mean? I had more difficulty with Spider-Man. The last puzzle, I was on that. I was in a party chat with Persona. I was on that jump for like a good 40 minutes, almost an hour trying to figure that jump out. You know what I mean? But for me, I'm gonna vote for Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 is gonna be my best action adventure game. All right, so best action game. So we got Armor Core 6, Dead Island 2, Ghost Runner, Hi-Fi Rush, Remnant 2. I would have loved to play the hell out of Remnant 2, but I came across like a glitch or a bug where I couldn't progress the goddamn game. You know what I mean? I deleted the game. I think they probably had an update or whatnot for it. I was gonna actually refund it, but I'll say, you know what? I'll just delete it for now and I'll come back to it. So I didn't get to play that. Hi-Fi Rush, I thought the combat is pretty cool in Hi-Fi Rush. I just don't think the other parts, as far as platforming, the beats and all that stuff is pretty cool. You know what I mean? For me, it's no different than any other rhythm games that I played. Just a little bit more action oriented. And probably the view perspective. But a lot of people are new to like the rhythm type games like that. But I've played a lot of those games like that, so it wasn't really nothing new. But art style and all that stuff was very, very cool. Ghost Run I didn't play. Deadline didn't play, but I'm gonna go with Armor Core because this game is fun as hell, bro. This game fun as hell. Yeah, Armor Core 6 for me takes best action game because I did have a lot of fun playing it. Actually, where am I at? Am I at the 4th or 5th ball? I gotta look at my trophies to see where I'm at with that game. Because I did stop playing it, but I know I'm close. If there's 6 levels or whatever people are saying, 6 or 7, then I'm close to beating it. I definitely got to go back and go beat that. Best VR AR game. This is a tough one. So we got Gran Turismo 7, Horizon Call of the Mountain, Humanity, Resident Evil Village, VR mode, Synapse. Wow, this is a tough one. I played all of these in VR. Gran Turismo 7 is a game changer experience where I'm not even a racing dude like that, but I will play Gran Turismo 7 more due to the VR aspect. Horizon, I feel like is the best looking and overall everything that they promoted for PlayStation VR 2 is in this game and it flowed really well. From the bow and arrow, dodging, all that stuff, picking up stuff, interacting with the environment, all that stuff is in there. Humanity is just like a God mode top down look game. Pretty cool puzzle game. Resident Evil Village, this one's a game changer too, man. This one's a game changer too. This was amazing. I ain't completely played so much because, horror games and all that stuff in VR is a very different experience. Even though I played this game for hundreds of hours, very different experience. Synapse, this game was dope as hell. This is another game that utilizes the features and all that stuff when it comes to the PlayStation VR 2. But for me personally, I got to go with Horizon Call of the Mountain. Because when I look at the list here, Gran Turismo is there for me as well. But when I look at it as far as my favorite VR experience so far, it has to be it was this game. This game is the most I've been blown away when it comes to PlayStation VR, where I'm over here in the world that's like looking like, wow. I'm hearing birds chirping, the water, the river, all that stuff, and I'm just like, wow. It don't get no better than that. You know what I mean? So yeah, Horizon Call them out for me. And definitely finish the game. You're in for a surprise. If you're into the Horizon series and all that stuff, it's the chef kiss, man. So yeah, Horizon for me. Best mobile game. I even got to look at everything else. Final Fantasy VII, Ever Crisis. I've dumped a lot of money in this game. I put a lot of hours in this game. You know what I mean? Just to get these characters leveled up and just to get the gear. Honkai Star Rail is pretty cool. So I've seen people play that, but I've seen the people play that more on on the console. But yeah, I'm not even gonna explain myself on this one. Final Fantasy. Best debut indie game. So we have Cocoon, Dredge, Pizza Tower, Venba, Viewfinder. I'm gonna go for Cocoon here. It's the only game on here that I bought. You know what I mean? So Cocoon. And I don't know, is this a debut game? Ain't this the creator of like Limbo series and whatnot? I don't know if it's debut, but it is what it is. Best independent game: Cocoon, Dave's the Driver, Dredge, Sea of Stars, Viewfinder, Sea of Stars. 100%. If I got a top 10 list, Sea of Stars is up there around probably the 6th or 7th place for me as far as best games I played this year. I love the hell out of this game, and I hope it wins this award because it deserves it 100%. Best community support: Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, No Man's Sky. To be honest with you, it's a toss up between Final Fantasy and No Man's Sky, but Final Fantasy is my favorite franchise of all time. So we're going Final Fantasy 14. Shout out to No Man's Sky though, man. They have been supporting the hell out of this game. I wouldn't be surprised if any of these three win right here. Baldur's Gate 3. These two are more patch updates. You know what I mean? Like, you got an expansion that came out cool, but these are more patch updates, like fixing the game up. Best ongoing. So we have Apex Legends, Cyberpunk. What? You got one expansion. You got one. Wait, I'm confused. You got one expansion when this game came out in 2020 or 20. Nah, I don't know why this is here. Why this is here? Yo, these jurors, y'all need to be checked. Why is this here? How you have Cyberpunk but don't have No Man's Sky? Let me see. Or Destiny. I think Fortnite is probably going to take it, but you know, like I said, this is me being biased. Final Fantasy. So games for impact. A space for the Unbound. Chance of the Centaur. Goodbye Volcano High. Techia. Chia. Terranil and Vemba. I'm going with Chia. I like Chia. I thought this game was cool, was unique. You know what I mean? I like the songs, you know what I mean? You know, I like it. It was a cool game. If you haven't played Chia, they definitely did an update too for 60 frames, 1080p. No issue playing the game in 4K 30. It's a fun game. You know what I mean? Very, very fun game. Best innovation and accessibility. So we got Diablo 4, Forza Motorsport, Hi-Fi Rush, Spider-Man 2, Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter 6. It's definitely Spider-Man 2 here. Yo, the accessibility options that they have for this game, you know what I mean? The toggle for your web swings, no fall damage to fall damage. Anybody can play this game right here. Anybody can play this game right here. So I don't know anybody. I'm not saying that the other games don't have accessibility features as well, but when it comes to them PlayStation games, from what I'm seeing, man, and I played Hi-Fi Rush. I can't remember any accessibility stuff like for anybody. Diablo, I can't remember anything like that. Street Fighter, well, they did have some stuff, but it became cheap. You know what I mean? Where people was doing like drive impact cheapness, reacting to drive impact cheapness with it. But yeah, Spider-Man 2 is my gets my vote. Best performance. This one is tough. We got Ben Starr, Final Fantasy 16. Cameron Morgan, Jedi Survivor, Idris Elba, Cyberpunk, Phantom Liberty, Melanie Lib Bird, for Alan Wake 2, Then we have Neo, Newborn, Baldur's Gate 3, then Yuri, Lowenthal for Marvel Spider-Man 2. Mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I have to put these three out here because I didn't play these, but it's between. I think Kyle Kestis. I think he does a great job. Cameron. He's just a great actor in general, in my opinion. Well, Ben Starr, and then there's Yuri. Mm, tough, tough. I think I have to give it to Yuri, man. That's the dynamic range. I think the story overall for Final Fantasy I liked a lot. Um, but Clive, character wise, growth wise, he definitely has changed. But when it just comes to the voice acting, it's an amazing job. But was it better than Yuri as far as what Peter's going through from the beginning to the middle to the end? Well, it's hard to say that because Clive also went through a lot of shit. Damn it, Ben Starr. Damn it, Yuri Lothal. You guys did such a great job, man. I'm gonna give it to Yuri. I'm gonna give it to Yuri. Man, it's tough. I'm gonna give it to Yuri though. I'm gonna give it to Yuri. That's tough, man. Jesus. I gotta look away. Best audio design. Alan Wake 2, Dead Space, Hi-Fi Rush, Final Fantasy, I said Final Fantasy, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4. Mm. For me, I would say it's between Dead Space, Resident Evil. I'm gonna give it to Resident Evil. You know what I mean? I heard every creak on the ground. I heard every zombie that's moaning. I heard the gun reload, the chamber and the bullet, everything. I heard that in that. You know what I mean? The audio, all that was amazing in that game. All of the audios in this game is amazing. Don't get it twisted. Like I said, I haven't played Alan Wake 2, so I don't know. But all these games, the audio design is amazing. But for me, the stands out more is definitely Resident Evil 4. Best score and music. I'm not even going to look at everything else. Final Fantasy 16 is the best score in my opinion. I've played all those other games except for Alan Wake. Baldur's Gate didn't really stand out to me yet as what I played so far. Hi-Fi Rush, great music. Even Tears of the Kingdom, great music too. You know what I mean? The subtle tones and the when there's a boss and all. But ain't nothing beating out my man Soken. Even in my review, I pointed this out. Like, yo, listen to this music real quick. I put like a minute clip just to sit down and listen to the music. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's the best music, score music for me. Best art direction. Alan Wake 2, Hi-Fi Rush, Lies of P, Super Mario Bros, Tears of the Kingdom. Yo, I love Super Mario Bros art direction. It's nothing new, but something about what they're doing, it feels like it's new, but it's not new. Hi-Fi Rush, amazing looking game. I love the art direction as well here. Um, but I got to give it to Liza P because they had that Bloodborne aesthetic, and this game is a beautiful looking game. I promise you, man. There's atmosphere, the ambiance in this game where you look at like the thunderstorm that's coming and everything that's going on in this game. Amazing, man. Very, very high level detail and graphics, but the art style is also amazing. So yeah, Liza P for me. Best narrative. Ooh. Outstanding storytelling, narrative development, and game. Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk Liberty. Yo, what the Final Fantasy 16, Marvel Spider-Man 2. It's Final Fantasy 16 for me. I think it's the best story that came out this year. Personally, I love the hell out of this game, and I love the story. It was so well written. There's any character that is in that game I love. There's not a character that I don't love in that game, whether they're from a bad guy, from a good person, NPC. All was crafted well. The main cast, Jill Warwick. It hurts my soul to not see the voice actor for Jill Warwick not be in the best performance, because to me, I thought she did as a great job as Ben Starr. You know what I mean? But yeah, best narrative, I definitely give it to Final Fantasy 16. Spider-Man comes next after that. Best game direction. So awarded for outstanding creative vision, innovation, and game direction and design. We got Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Spider-Man 2, Super Mario Bros. Tears of the Kingdom. Spider-Man 2 for me. I think Spider-Man 2 is the best game to come out. And the direction where they're going, what they're setting up for any upcoming sequels or DLC. I can't wait for that. Like legit, Spider-Man 2 is my personal game of the year to come out this year. And then we have Game of the Year. So recognize the game that delivers absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, Super Mario Bros, Tears of the Kingdom. And that's for me personally, once again, especially reading the description, I feel like Spider-Man 2 delivered on all of those aspects when it comes to the game. Creativity, the technicality, the gameplay, the story, it delivered everything on here. You know what I mean? I've played all of these games except for Alan Wake. Like I said, I'm still super early on Baldur's Gate 3. So it's not like I'm dismissive of the game. It's just I just haven't put any time into the game like that. I haven't even played Alan Wake. To be honest, I'm not even interested in Alan Wake. We'll see, next year or down the line. But yeah, I played all of these right here. And I do feel out of this list, yeah, Spider-Man 2 is my personal game of the year. And it's the game that I would love to see win game of the year. So yeah, that is pretty much all my votes. The only ones I ain't vote for is esport team and coach. I don't know. I don't know that shit. You feel me? But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. If you guys do enjoy the video, hit the like button. You know what I mean? Hopefully, you guys can support the Jay Barry show coming next year. I'm definitely going to have some more PlayStation Portal videos and thoughts and opinions on that. And yeah, let me know your thoughts and what you voted for. Do you agree? Do you disagree with some of my votes? And let's have a nice little dialogue, man. But it's been a great year for gaming, regardless of what platform you play on. To be honest with you, I feel like every platform they did a great job, delivering games for anybody that prefers to play the games there. And yeah, it's a tough year, to be honest with you. Listing any of these games, as a winner. It's such a competitive year of gaming. So, we'll see how the Game Awards go. And yeah, we'll definitely be doing like a live reaction on a What's Up PlayStation channel with myself and Persona, giving our thoughts, our salts, or anger or excitement when it comes to the show. And who wins any of these categories or whatnot. But yeah, like I said, if you guys did enjoy the video, hit the like button. And if you're new here, hopefully you guys enjoy your stay. We're on the road for 4K subscribers. Hopefully we can hit that, man. But as for me, enjoy the rest of your night. It's boy Jay Barry, and I'm gone. Deuces.